All right, good evening, everyone. Sorry, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon for our work on travel overview, where we'll be giving as much information as possible regarding the program. My name is Aidan Charlton, and I will welcome Ms. Webster, who will introduce the team and also give you some overview of what you should do to answer your questions or all the housekeeping matters. All right, so guys, stay tuned. Oh, I think you're muted, Rachel. If you're unmuting the mic, and then
Okay,
go ahead.
hi again, everyone. Welcome to the Isats live broadcast of the Work and Travel program. So, just to let everybody know, my name is Rachel Webster. I'm the Public Relations Officer for here at Isats. And if you have any questions throughout the meeting, you can just type it in the chat there, and then I will mediate and let the presenter know what the question is. Thank you.
All right, perfect. There you get it. So, Rachel, of course, you guys can post your comments in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions or any concerns you may have. So I know some persons are still joining us, still trying to access the YouTube live streaming, and also on Facebook we're streaming live. So you can always share the link with your friends, guys, for them to get information regarding the work and travel program. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. So, as Miss Webster said, just post the questions and she will have the different presenters respond to the different questions that you may have. All right. So first and foremost, of course, you guys are here for the work and travel information session. So here we'll provide as much information as possible about the program, how it works, how to apply, what it is like overseas. We have some persons who are currently overseas who will share different, their experience on the program itself. So we have persons who are in the room waiting to share their experiences. We have different team members here to educate you on how to apply for the program and tell you all the different processes involved in the program. I mean, work and travel program. Everybody look forward for this program every single year of their university life. Some persons apply in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, final year, like every single year of their university experience. So first and foremost, I will ask the international programs coordinator, Miss Brianna Irons, who will share different details about the screening. So this is the first step, people. The first step in applying for the program. See, we're jumping right into it. So she will educate you guys about the first processes involved in applying for the program. So she'll educate you guys on the screening process and the terms and condition process involved with Isats Jamaica. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Brianna Irons.
Hi guys. All right. So here at Isats Jamaica, we're doing things a bit different in this season in terms of how we proceed when it comes to registration because we realize, last season we had a few hiccups, you live and you learn. Right. So in terms of screening and getting registered, for most programs, you'd either send your resume or we do a collection of your information just to confirm that you meet the minimum requirements for each program. When that is done, you are then scheduled for your terms and conditions consultation. Now, the terms and conditions consultation, why we decided to do that instead of having persons just tick and say, "Oh yes, I agree," because we realize that not a lot of persons read. You come upon a hiccup, during the program and you don't know your next step. Now, this terms and condition consultation will eliminate all of that because we have no hidden fees, no hidden lines, no hidden agenda. Everything is there, straight to the point. All right. When you do your terms and conditions consultation, the representative will walk you through the terms and conditions. You ask all your questions. Then after that is through, you are sent a follow-up email on how to register. So the link is there. We even include pictures on how to register just to make it user-friendly. You register you sign up on the portal. Now you must pay a registration fee before you are given portal access, and that is the 2,500 or 17 US dollars. When you make your payment, you must ensure that you send your screenshot of the receipt to us, ensure the transaction or reference ID number is showing, and that is how you get your portal access. Now, when you are given your portal access, you log on to the portal, you are going to go ahead and just fill out the form that's there just to say that, yes, I agree with the terms and conditions. You go through, you fill out your application. When you are through filling out your application, you upload necessary documents that will be required for you to do a screening interview. You then schedule your screening interview. Now, after your screening interview, you are billed your screening fee. So that's something that we're doing differently as well. You are billed the $50 for your screening fee. When you pay that, the process speeds up. You get into placement, getting billed for your program fee, etc. Right? Just to note, while as you go through each stage, we're there with you. We answer all questions for you, so you are not left in the dark. You can ask us any and every question that comes to your mind. We'll be here to answer. There are various mediums in which you can reach us. All right. And that is basically just the synopsis of the screening and registration process. The longer you take to submit a document to us, the longer the entire process will be for you. We have certain formats in which we accept documents. So we currently only accept PDF format. If we should require any other format, we'll let you know. In terms of payment, we are not asking you to make a full payment of your program fee upfront. So you pay a percentage of you pay the screening fee, then you pay a percentage of your program fee. When you get your offer letter, that's when you know you've gotten the job. We'll require the remainder of your fee. You'll get more details on that as well. As I said before, we're here every step of the way. Everything is clear and to the point. If you should have any other questions, we're here to answer. All right.
All right, so Miss Aaron's outlined the different steps it involved to apply with Isats Jamaica. Once again, guys, the first step is always to schedule your TNC consultation. For that, in that session, you will know if you're qualified for the program. Does it make sense for you to proceed? So we don't want to waste your time and also waste our time, and also waste your money in paying for stuff that you are not qualified for. So we check to see if you are qualified for the program. You do your screening interview, etc., and you then get portal access, and you then can apply for the respective program that you are interested in. So, people, we're here talking about work and travel. Let us know. Give a Let us know watch a video that will basically outline or explain what is the work and travel program. So we now need to get an understanding of what is the program, how the program works, who organize, who's the one who's in charge of this program. So we're gonna watch this video, and it will pretty much educate us about the J1 visa program, which is designed by the U.S. Department of State. So watch this video, and if you have any question relating to this video, you can always post it in the comment section.
The J welcomes nearly 280,000 visitors each year from outside the United States on one of our 13 different types of cultural exchange programs. Our exchange visitors experience American society, students, teachers, young professionals, and scholars. While in the United States, they enrich all kinds of American institutions, as well as American families and businesses. They are bright, motivated leaders in their home countries, and they return home to do great things, all while keeping in touch with their American friends. I oversee the Exchange Visitor Program, which is a vital tool to build mutual understanding and trust between Americans and citizens from other countries. This program offers exchange participants a hands-on experience to learn about U.S. society and culture while sharing their own culture and perspectives with Americans. When we appreciate the similarities that bring people together, we strengthen our mutual understanding. These are the goals of people-to-people exchange and are at the very foundation of the Exchange Visitor Program, one of the most significant exchange programs in the world.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Different people from different parts of the world participate in the J1 visa program. So you have persons who uh, from different countries that partake. Person from China, people from Thailand, people from Trinidad, people from Barbados, and also, of course, persons from students from Jamaica. So people from across the world participate in the J1 visa program. It's not only something for Jamaicans or for persons who are attending UA, persons from across different institutions across Jamaica. Once it's an accredited institution by the University Council, then you can participate in the work and travel program. Once more, guys, this is a session for you guys. You can always post all your comments or post all any questions that you may have. Post them in the comment section. I will be more than happy to answer them. So, um, I think somebody said no audio. Is everybody hearing me? I'm not sure if. All right, guys. So once more, if you guys have any questions in the about the work and travel program, we're going to provide as much information as possible. So you guys, drop your comments in the comment section. If you're looking if you're watching this video on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube. All right. So I'm gonna ask Miss Webster if you have any questions thus far from any participants.
Yes, hello. Yes, we do have a couple questions. So this one is from So in Love. Is there a minimum amount of courses you would have to take to be eligible, and what's the age limit?
All right. So for the partners that we currently work with, which is IEE and also Signature Services, the maximum the age limit that we are able to work with are persons up to 29 years of age. That's based on the sponsors requirement, right? Even though there's no age limit that is stipulated by the Department of State, but based on the partners that we work with, that's the age that we can facilitate, the age limit that we can facilitate at this time. Um, we
Okay.
have another
Okay. So somebody else is asking, what if you don't have a visa? Will you guys help us to get it?
Yes, so Isats Jamaica assist persons in applying for the J1 visa, which is the appropriate visa for the program. So you don't necessarily, well, not necessarily, you absolutely don't, you're not required to have a visa to participate in the program. The program itself allows you to obtain or helps you to obtain the J1 visa, which is the appropriate class visa to participate in the program. So when you apply for the program and you get your certificate of sponsorship from the overseas partner that we work with, they will issue that document to you for you to take to embassy, and then you'll obtain your J1 visa, which is the appropriate visa to participate in the J1 cultural exchange program.
Okay. All right. And somebody's also asking on the cost of the program.
So the cost varies if you're a returning student, if you are a first-time student, depending on the tier that you want. If you want basic or platinum tier, you get to choose what you want, the type of service that you want from us. or what you can afford, then you pay that fee. But typically, the fee ranges from about 1440 to up to 1900. That's the range of the program fee.
Okay, thank you, Adrian. Somebody else wants to know what other programs we offer. I know this is a work and travel, but let them know.
All right, so we offer different programs in different countries. In the UK, we have the UK nursing program, UK internship. We have programs in the US that you guys are now learning about the work and travel program. All the programs you can find on our website. It has all the details about the different programs that we have. So, guys, if you are interested in any other program, you can feel free to visit our website and look through those programs and see if you're qualified, and then contact us, and we'll be more than happy to assist in facilitating you in participating in that program.
Okay, and I'll just take the last question. Somebody wanted to know how to get started. They're interested in the J1 work and travel, and I think this would apply to everybody. They want to know the process of how to get started. I know Miss Irons had given a little, synopsis of that. So
Mhm. All right,
yes.
yes. So, Ms. Irons did talk about how the process is. So, for persons who are just joining us, so first, of course, you guys know that uh, to first apply, you must schedule your TNC, which is your terms and condition consultation, right? So, when you schedule that session, we will go through the different uh, terms of our program at Isats Jamaica. So tell you about our different policies that, it's just to protect you. So we have to provide you guys with the information before you move forward. So we check to see if you're qualified for the program, and we share our terms and conditions of the program, like refund policy, non-refundable fees, etc. So we educate you on all those stuff before you step foot in ISATs. For us to proceed in processing your application. All right. So
Thank you, Mr. Charlton.
no problem, Miss Webster. So as Miss Irons spoke about briefly about the screening process, and also spoke about the TNC. So we're now going to talk a little bit more about different of course, payments, making payments to ICE as Jamaica. And again, guys, stay tuned. We have persons who are on the program who will share their experiences about the work and travel. They're currently overseas and they're here in the room ready to share their experience that they're having currently on the work and travel program. So you can even ask them questions, ask them persons who are there, hands-on experience persons about the program, because you're here trying to decide or to learn more about the program. And we're here to answer all your questions that you may have, and also to provide, adequate information for you to make a sound decision. All right. So I'm going to welcome Miss Hyman, who will talk about, payment procedures. So you have done your screening with Miss Irons, and you have went through your terms and condition session. Sorry, so it's no time for you to make payment. So Mr. Hyman will briefly go through like the payment processes with ISAS Jamaica, how to submit your receipts and what not to do, things that will allow you to have a smooth process in applying for the program. So ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Miss Hyman.
Yeah. Hello. All right. So as Miss Iris stated earlier, after making a payment, you send your screenshots at info@isatjamaica.com or any other medium that you are aware of, and ensure that your reference numbers or transaction IDs showing. Once that is done, then I apply your payment in our system. Yeah, we update your records. We Yeah, well, I update your records and send any estimates or invoices for the program that you're registered with. If you want to know your balance, your overall balance, then we can calculate it and send it to you as well. And if you have any questions regarding your overall balances, don't be afraid to send it to our emails. someone will definitely be reaching out to you on that email as well.
All right, guys. So again, as you make any payment, always send the receipt to info@isatsjamaica.com for us to record your payment or payments. All right. So so we have talked about screening, terms and condition consultation, and we have talked about payments. Again, guys, if you have any questions, just drop it in the comment section. Like we want to hear all the questions you guys have for us to provide all the answers to those questions, right? So one important section in applying for these programs, which is the work and travel program, are your documents, right? We need to ensure that documents are submitted in the right format. You submit documents on time, etc. So I'm going to welcome my colleague, Miss Crooks, who will talk very briefly about document submission. She will also touch on the benefits of the program and also talk to you guys about program financing because many of you might not have all the monies upfront to pay for these programs. So Miss Crooks, which is the director of recruitment and cultural affairs, she will talk about you know how is it that you can get financing for these programs? What are the benefits in applying for these programs, or what you can obtain, and also submitting your documents in the right format. So, help welcome Miss Crooks, who is the director of international cultural affairs and recruitment.
Hello, everyone. I just want to welcome all the new Pelicans. I hope everyone is excited for school. School starts next week, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think it's next week. I hope everyone is looking forward to school. Please remember your main priority is school and not just the work and travel program, even though I know everyone is excited to go on the program. I'm a former Pelican, and I've been on the program 4 times. But like I said, you must prioritize school. You're not going to school just to warm the bench and wait on me so you can depart. But like I said, school is priority. So that's your first priority. All right. So like Mr. Charlton said, I'm gonna touch on um, the requirements as well as document submission. Ms. Ernst did touch on it, so just a brief reminder: you must be a full-time student. And when we say full-time, you must be a full-time student year-round for the entire academic year. So you can't just be full-time in semester one and then semester two you're not going to school. No, for the entire academic year, you need to be a full-time student. You must also have a GPA of at least 2.0. Guys, don't make it frightening you. It's not hard to get 2.0. We're literally asking you to just go to school and pass your exams. But of course, we want you to excel if you want to go on the dean's list, whatever the case is. But you must have a minimum GPA of at least 2.0. And of course, you need to have a clean criminal record. And of course, you need to be well behaved overall. As it relates to document submission, like Ms. Erin said, after you have registered, done your terms and conditions consultation, and you are granted access to the registration portal, once you complete your application form, the documents that you need to upload would be your passport, and it needs to be valid. So if you know it's going to expire anytime soon, please start the process of renewing it. We also assist with that at Isats Jamaica as well if you need further guidance to renew your passport. Your resume needs to be uploaded in PDF format as well. Your school status letter, now that is something that you will request from SAS at UA. So that is where you would get your status letter, which would state that you're a full-time student studying a bachelor's in whatever, whatever. Yes, we need that document to say that you're a full-time student for the academic year. You also need 2 passport size pictures. And in January, you will request your transcript. Now, remember I mentioned the 2.0 GPA. So after you have completed your first semester exams and you get your grades around January or February, then you will request your transcript from UA. And that will outline all your grades as well as your semester GPA. And that is the GPA that we need, not the one from sixth form or fifth form. No. All right. So again, we will guide you throughout the entire process. We will let you know when to request a transcript so that you can have that uploaded on the registration portal. I know you may forget what I just said, so I'm just going to ask one of our representatives just to drop the documents in the chat. You will be notified via email as well as to what to upload on the registration portal. So again, you don't need to worry. We'll guide you throughout the entire process. Now, I know many persons, you kind of have an idea of what the work and travel program is now. So I'm just going to highlight some of the benefits of the program. Again, I have been on it 4 times while I was a Pelican. I ensure every single year it was like my duty to go on work and travel. So yeah, just a few benefits. You get to travel. You know, we all went through the pandemic. You were in your house for 2 years. So this is like the perfect opportunity to get outside, right? So you get to travel, you get to explore outside of Jamaica. And of course, you're traveling outside of Jamaica, and of course, you get to explore the United States. You get to meet new people and you get to try new things. I still have friends up to this day from Thailand, from Australia, different countries. Like Mr. Charlton mentioned earlier, you're going to meet people from across the globe. The US is a melting pot, so you're not only seeing Jamaicans or Latinos, you're meeting people from as far as Africa, from Italy, all over the place. And that's a good way to like integrate and network and, you know, really get to develop friendships. Who knows, you don't know where that can go, right? So it's really good to connect with new people, try new things, you know, different cuisines, international cuisines, not just the American fast food like McDonald's and all of that, but of course you can try different things. Of course, I would have told some of you guys at the orientation, you can go shopping with your friends, you can go sightseeing, go to different theme parks and all of that. So the program really does help you to create memories, right? So you're not just going to work, we're not sending you there to enslave yourself. Please do create memories and meet new people. Another benefit, of course, is the financial gains. So with your primary job that will be assigned to you, you can get a second job. Again, we're not sending you to enslave yourselves, and please do not have high expectations. But of course, you can get a second or even a third job depending on your availability. And of course, that would increase your income for the summer. And of course, being that you're getting paid, you can finance your tuition fee. So that would prevent you from taking student loan again if you're already on student loan. Or you can even assist your family financially, save, invest, whatever the case is. So that's another benefit, which would be the financial gains. Another opportunity or another benefit of this program, you get to open a US bank account that you will keep forever. So I still have my account up to this day. Mr. Charlton as well, he has been on the program. And you can open more than one account. So I do have a Bank of America account as well as a Chase account. And having a bank account in the United States, it does give you access to credit. So you can get credit cards. You know, these banks, they do have a lot of benefits and promotions. And as you know, it is a bit difficult to access a credit card in Jamaica. So make use of the opportunity when you do open your US bank accounts. So that's another financial gain. You also develop a sense of independence. You won't be going on the program with your parents. So it does introduce you to adulthood. You'll be living alone, cooking, doing your laundry, paying your expenses. That would be your rent, your grocery bills, whatever the case is. Or if you have a credit card, pay your credit card on time. So that's another benefit. It really does introduce you to adulthood. So, when you actually leave university and you're in the working world on your own as an independent individual, you won't really be lost and confused because you would have had this experience on the program. So it really does give you a sense of independence. And a lot of persons that have been on the program before, they can definitely testify to this, that they have become more independent, not having their parents around. It helps you to be street smart, especially because you're traveling by yourself. You'll be touring the US by yourself or with your friends. You try and figure out stuff together. So that's definitely another benefit of the program. And of course, there are ton loads more, but those are just a few. It would be up to you now to actually go on the program and explore for yourselves and reap additional benefits. I know many persons are waiting on this part, which would be financing. Ms. Aarons outlined earlier that you do not need to pay everything up front. You do pay a portion of your program fee, and then once you're placed in a job, then you pay the remaining portion. Now, this is something that we have changed for this year, so this is pretty much new. And of course, it does assist you or give you enough time to save the remaining portion of your program fee. So that's a little payment plan in itself. As it relates to loans, um, we do have in-house financing where you can get half of your program fee. So that eliminates you taking a full loan. If you can come up with a portion for yourself, we can finance the other half. We have partnered with J1 Financier, which is another loan agency where you can access loans. They give full program fees. So once you let them know the tier that you have chosen, of course, you'll be required to, do an interview with your guarantor, submit documents and all of that. You can definitely access more than just half. You can access the full program fee. No, you're not just limited to these two. You do have other loan agencies out there. And because the program is very, very popular, a lot of microfinancial institutions, they actually have work and travel loan now. Like it's a thing. Apart from auto loan and personal loans, they do have the work and travel loan. So feel free to do your research as well, just to explore other options. Of course, different agencies come with different interest rates, and the payback is different. Some agencies, loan agencies, they'll allow you to pay back the loan when you return from work and travel. Some of them you will pay monthly while you're on the program, probably like the end of the month, mid-month, whatever the case is. Again, it's really for you to do your research and just explore your options. But like I said, you have many microfinancial institutions out there that are actually giving work and travel loans. On your application form, you will see, that's the online application form, you will see a section that says donor. If it is that you are taking a loan from a financial institution, that is where you would place it. So you could just put loan applicant and you could put the name of the financial institution. If it's an in-house loan, you can say Isats loan or in-house loan, or any other loan company that it is. All right. So far, do we have any questions about financing or any other questions or concerns that you have thus far? You can leave them in the chat, like Mr. Charlton said, and Ms. Webster will ask the questions and we'll answer. So let us know, guys. We're all good?
All right, everyone. So you have heard it from Ms. Crooks about the different benefits for the work and travel program, what it's like on the program. So again, guys, it's for you guys to learn about different people, experiences that they have had on the program before, and everybody experience might be different, but everybody who went on the program always come back with a very similar experience. So people come and say, you know what, they actually made some savings which they actually use to help with their tuition. They actually made some savings which they help with their hall fee, different stuff that people use their savings to do. So just before we move forward, we're going to actually have one of our participants who's currently overseas on the work and travel program, but we're going to show a video of her just before she left the island. So this was Miss Chenille at her.
My name is Alice Ibukal. I am a first year student at Charlotte Teachers College.
My name is Shanil Gordon, and I attend the University of the West Indies Mona campus.
I came about Isats via the ministry website where they have all the list of approved agencies. And the reason I chose them was because of their close distance from where I live.
Okay, so when I was at school, one of my friends signed up for the Camp Counselors program, and he went to an orientation. And then he told me that Isats had a work and travel program, and that it seemed to be very good. So I looked up Isats on Instagram, and I saw that they were registered with the Ministry of Labor. So that was a plus for me.
Okay, for registration, the process was pretty simple. It was done online, very time efficient. So therefore, you don't have to be back and forth. You just go ahead and register online.
The administrative process was pretty simple. I went on their website, and it wasn't really a hassle because there were a lot of ads, there weren't a lot of other things popping up. It went straight to the point, and you could get what you were doing finished in a quick amount of time.
I sat to my friends and also other persons outside of Charlotte Teachers College because all of the members here are very supportive. They know their stuff and they also push to the max to ensure that you are successful at the end.
The staff here is pretty friendly. They know their stuff. They take care of you. They make sure that everything is done and everything is done on time. And that is one of the most important parts of signing up for these programs because it has a time frame that you have to adhere to. So they would ensure that everything is done properly.
For the staff though, they are very supportive. If you have any questions, they're always there to share a point or to guide you through the process.
Before this, I didn't know anything about the United States. I knew that it was a different culture, but I wasn't sure of the extent of it. So when I went to the pre-departure orientation, they showed me the different rights and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and how to operate in a different environment and different culture. So it kind of opened my eyes to see what I'm actually doing.
The pre-departure orientation was very educating. The process was about informing you of your do's and don'ts, your rights as a J1, and also just to give you a little first-hand experience of what to expect when you go.
I will be working at the club at Ibis, and I'll be working in the golf shop there, the retail shop, and this is in Florida.
I will be working at West End, that is Hilton Head Islands. In South Carolina, I'll be a floor attendant, will be pool attendant rather, will be helping out around the pool.
Thank you, Isats. My visa was approved, and I can't wait to start my next adventure overseas.
Thank you, Isat. I'm looking forward for a memorable moment this summer. Thank you.
All right, guys. So you have heard it from Neil Gordon, also Alice Bukal. So I have here with me Shani Gordon, who is currently overseas on the work and travel program, and she's actually in Florida. Hi, Shani. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Charlton. I'm good. How are you?
I am not as good as you. uh, So if you wanted to the persons who are actually viewing, live. Like, tell us how your experience, how has it been going for you? Where you're working, how is the weather? We know that you're in Florida, so let's tell us a little bit
Mhm.
more how the program is going for you.
Okay, so let me start off by saying I am in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and I'm working at the club at Ibis Golf and Country Club. So far it has been wonderful. Like this is definitely nothing like I've ever experienced before. The weather here, it's a bit rainy. It's been raining like since week, but otherwise it's hot and humid. So if you want to straighten your hair, you can't do it because it shrinks. But but otherwise, yeah, I straightened my hair and it went like. But the people here are very friendly. You meet people from different cultures. So I literally have friends from Spain. I have friends from Haiti. I have friends from like up in New York. And today somebody moved in from Italy. I haven't met him yet, but I'm sure he's nice too. And is like way different from Jamaica because you're working, 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 not stopping. But it is
Hmm.
worth it because of the rewards that you are getting. Like I'm literally feeling all of those rewards right now.
Hmm. So you're working as what's your job description at the club at Ibis?
Okay, so I work in the golf shop and I am a retail attendant. So I am in charge of like tagging items and receiving them into our inventory and doing all of those little stuff, fixing up the shop and welcome, speaking to members, operating the front desk, uh, selling stuff to members and stuff like that, members of the club. Because they
Hmm.
literally live there. They live at the country club. So every day you're seeing the same members. So you have to maintain that standard of the IBIS service, the IBIS way of life, you know?
Hmm. Hmm. And what was it like for you traveling? This is your first time traveling to the US, right?
Yes, it was.
How was your first flight?
Okay, so when I was on the plane, it took off very well. And then in the middle of the air, there was turbulence. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to stay calm because the plane was like shaking. I'm like, okay. And then we finally touched down. When I stepped out of the airport, I said to myself, well, this ain't Kansas anymore because it looks so different from Jamaica. I'm telling you that it's way different. The roads are wider, there are more highways, and the road is good. But it's not Jamaica road with the pothole and everything. No, there's no pothole. There is the straight road. Straight road.
Hmm. And if you don't mind, like sharing in terms of you leaving home to head to work, what it is like leaving where do you live now, headed to work? Is it good transportation? Is it nice doing so?
Yes, okay. So actually, Ibis has a shuttle service. So the bus runs like every 30 minutes. So if you have work at like 8:30, you'd catch the 8:15 bus and they would take you there and you'd reach by 8:27 thereabout. So if you're worrying about getting to work, it's fine because you have that shuttle that takes care of you and it runs till about 11. So it's not bad to get transportation. However, there are no taxis here, so you have to take Ubers.
Oh,
That's the
so
least.
in terms of going through immigration when you arrive in the US, what was it like? You mind sharing your experience in terms of going through airport security as a J1 student? Was it smooth or was it a hassle?
Okay, so it wasn't too bad because I was seeing people getting stopped, and I'm like, I hope they don't stop me for too long because I don't want them to, bar me from entering. When I went up there, they just asked me how long I'm staying, where I'm going, and how much money I had on me, and that was about it. They asked me three questions, and they were like, enjoy your time here in Florida," and then I just hurry up and I got out of there because I don't want them to say anything to
Yeah.
me.
Hmm. And do you regret applying for the program at first? before you got your visa, because you had a rather unfavorable experience at embassy and everything worked out in your favor. You mind explaining that to the audience? How, you
Okay.
know, from no to
Okay.
yes, everything.
Okay. So when I went to the embassy, uh my transcript, something was wrong with my transcript and I got a pink slip. So what a pink slip is like conditional acceptance. So, like how you would conditionally accept you for some programs. It's kind of like the same. But I thought it was a no, so I was kind of defeated. And then they were explaining to me in our Telegram group on with Isats, they're explaining to me, no, this is like a conditional thing. Just fix it and get a letter and then it will be fine. And then I sent the letter and I had to wait like a week because I had already missed my deadline. And then finally it came through and they said that it was accepted. I kept checking the website that they had there. And then, it said approved. So I just went the next day to ISATS to collect my visa. And then I was out of the country by the weekend. So it was pretty heart wrenching, but it all worked out and I'm really thankful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And what are your plans after your program? You plan
After
to
the
visit any friends and family? You plan to do any traveling? You're going to LA, going to anywhere?
Well, I'm not leaving Florida exactly, but like after I finish, because I should be finished by next week. So I'm planning to visit a friend in Orlando, and then I'm going to stay there with her for a few days, and then I'm going to stay with my uncle and aunt for another few days, and then I'm coming home.
All right. And do you want to go back on the program for next year?
Of course, I would do this again. This is definitely something that people should do because this is very exciting and you get new experiences, new friends, and it's kind of a relaxation after all the work.
Hmm. Well, people, they heard from Chanel Gordon, who is a current participant on the Work and Travel program. Of course, she went through ISAS Jamaica, and she was an applicant just like yourself, who was thinking about the program at first, and then she made the bold step to apply, and she's now in Florida, and she is hoping to return very soon to Jamaica to continue school, right? So, Shania
Yes,
Gordon, thank you so much for your time, and we're looking forward to working with you once more in the program.
no problem. Thanks for having me. Bye, guys.
All right. All right, guys. So, you heard it from Shania, and we have one more participant in the room, Ricardo McIntosh. He's also overseas on the program currently as we speak. So, Ricardo, you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right. So, Ricardo, how is it going on, and which state are you in currently?
It's going good. I'm in South Carolina right now.
All right. So, Ricardo is in South Carolina. How is South Carolina? Do you like it there, or is it a good experience?
Yeah, it is good. It's the weather is more like Jamaica. It's tropical, but sometimes the sun is really hot and humid because we don't get a lot of breeze here. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what is it like working in South Carolina? Do you like working there? How many jobs do you have currently, Ricardo?
I like work here. Basically I started with two jobs, but then my main job started to give me more hours, so I just work for them alone. So I work double shifts. I work morning and evening shifts for my primary job, which
All right,
is
so you're working two jobs. That means you're gonna return back to Jamaica financially sound. So
yeah.
explain what it is like working those two jobs.
Um, to be honest, it's not easy because you have to be standing for long hours. But when when the week comes to an end, you can put a smile on your face when you look at your paycheck. So that's the motivation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And what are you looking forward to going on the program again for next year, or this is your uh final participation?
I'm looking forward to do this again next year. So if God spares life, I'll be going with ISAT once again.
All right. And which school do you attend in Jamaica?
I attend Michael University.
Michael University. All right. Yeah. So in terms of do you regret going on the program, or are you actually happy that you made the investment to go on the program?
To be honest, it's a good investment because even though it is a little bit costly at first, but whenever you like get here and start working for 2 months, you way past what you're going to pay. So it is a good investment. You can also use that money to do things or start
Hmm.
something. It is good.
Yeah. So what's one thing do you like that is so different in South Carolina when you compare it to Jamaica? What's one thing do you really admire and really love?
All right. I would say I would like the people here. They're more kind. They never pass you and doesn't say good morning. So they actually acknowledge your presence. So that is a good thing.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So people are very welcoming, very they greet you very so in terms of the program itself, so you currently have two jobs in South Carolina. Um
No, I'm basically
how
doing one job now, but
one
I work 2 shifts at the same job.
oh one job, two shifts at the same job. So you have sleepless nights or it's just regular for you?
No, it is okay for me. Like I start working like 7 and I get home like 11 o'clock. So it is okay for me.
Or so you meet anybody new, any friends, anybody new on the program or in the
Yeah,
community?
yeah, I
Any
meet a lot of new people. I meet person from Jordan. That's Arab
oh
country. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
Jordan. Yeah, I have a friend from Jordan and a friend from Spain as well. And I also
mm-hmm.
Latin like that. Yeah, I meet a lot of persons.
Okay. And in terms of your the program, the J1 visa program, would you encourage your fellow uh Jamaicans to participate in this program? Would you inspire them? Would you force them to apply? If so, tell them the reason why you would like encourage anybody to partake in this program as you're currently participating in.
Yes, I would definitely to apply for the J1 program because this is like a stepping stone for Jamaicans to uplift themselves. But you know that many Jamaicans are we don't have it financially, so this is a stage where you can use to build yourself and become a better person.
Mhm. So, do you think you're financially better off since you have participated in the program?
Absolutely, I'm 100% financially better off.
So you're 100% financially better since you have participated in the program.
Yeah.
All right. Why? Because the phone you had before was blurred. Because right now it's like HD quality camera. You have
No,
like you
I,
upgrade to an iPhone.
no, I have this one for 2 years, so like for me, it's way more easier because I travel to the states like regular before, but it's my first time on the program. But I visit in the states before though.
Hmm. And your sponsor, who's your sponsor for the program? Your
I
J1 visa sponsor.
Yeah, that's the IEE sponsor. And
Uh,
I like their services. They check up on you like every month, so they ensure that everything is okay with you and you're doing good. So that is good.
mm-hmm. Nice, 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 Ricardo. So, as you heard from me, Ricardo is in South Carolina, and he is a participant of the J1 visa program, and he's currently enjoying his program. And of course, there's no regret in participating in the program. And as he mentioned, he has saved and he's financially well off than before participating in the program. And he's looking forward to participating once more. Guys, again, if you have any questions, you want to ask regarding anything that we have talked about, you can always leave it in the comment section, and Miss Webster will read your question out for us to answer them. All right. So thank you so much, Ricardo, for your time, and enjoy your program and have a safe flight back home.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Charlton, and same to you. Oh.
All right. Bye. All right. So I'm going to welcome Miss Webster back to the back to the stream, and she will read any questions anybody have. Guys, post your questions, and she will read. All right, Miss Webster, back to
Okay.
you.
All right. That was great hearing from our participants. It was really insightful. What is the first question is what is the deadline to pay the outstanding fee after the percentage is paid? Work control.
All right. So some of the questions Miss Irons will also answer, and I will allow Miss Crooks to also answer a few questions as well. All right, so we all will answer all the questions. All right, guys. So, the deadline for fees. Anybody want to grab that one?
All right.
All right, so
So
there's no deadline. Oh, all right. Go ahead, Miss Crooks.
at Isats Jamaica, we actually don't rush fees. We tell you a deadline, which this year I believe will be around December
November,
31st overall. And then, like we said, once you're
November
placed,
31st.
November when?
November, end of November.
November 31st, guys. November.
Mhm.
And like we said, once you're placed in a job, then you pay the remaining portion. So of course you wouldn't be paying everything up front up to that date. So November 31st, like Mr. Charlton said, is the deadline.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
guys, and the quicker, what I want to add to that, as Miss Crooks just mentioned, is that we don't set deadlines in terms of we have a quota we're working with. And if I see where we only can accommodate 30 people, and even though you made 20%, if I have 30 people who made full payment, then they'll be first served, and they will occupy that quota, right? So if it is that this program is first come, first serve, right? So the longer you take to apply, the longer you take to make the bold move, it will hold you back in going forward, because there are lots of people across Jamaica applying for these programs. Embassy date is very sensitive. You need to apply as soon as possible, because we're trying to send persons the embassy starting in January. So that's one big change that we have right now, so that we can have persons secure their visas before orientation. That's the plan for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So orientation, which is next year, your pre-departure orientation, everybody should have had their visa already there, in their passport. All right, Miss Webster, you can read
Okay.
the.
All right. So somebody wants to know, so when they travel overseas, where are some of the places they will be, I guess the states and where they will be placed? Like,
Mhm.
Well, placement is right across the United States. Florida, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, all over the place. New York, we have a variety of states and placements. So it's not just a one-off state, a wide variety of states. Mhm. Rachel, I think you're muted.
okay, yes, I see one and two questions here. I mean, I know that this is not work and travel related, but I see people asking about internships in IT and marketing and so on. So I don't know if you want to answer those questions there.
For as no as we speak, we only have placements available mainly in the hospitality industry, like culinary, hotel-based industries. Those are the placements that we have as we speak. ISAS Jamaica will always try to work, on more partnerships with different companies to widen the amount of placements that we have in different fields. So we are aiming to provide placements, for example, in um in those areas, marketing, IT, etc. However, right now, even though the demand is so high, we're still working assiduously to fulfill those demands. and to get placements in those areas. But as we speak, there are no placements in those areas right now.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Charlton. Also, somebody, I think we answered this already, but how old do you have to be to participate? 18 to 29. Okay, thank you. Also, I see some people asking about loan options. Not sure if we touched on that already. Oh yes, Miss Crooks covered it after. Oh, okay. Okay, that was Oh, so somebody here is asking, is there a full refund if you don't get to participate in the program? So this aspect is a part. This aspect actually comes under a term and agreement consultation. So we here at Isats, we don't hold on to your money. If you don't get to go on a program and you request a refund, the time frame for a refund is 12 to 28 weeks once you submit the refund request form. All right. So given that no payment or document is sent over to the sponsor on your behalf, then it's a full 100% minus the non-refundables, which once you book your terms and conditions, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But the end note is, if you request a refund for your money, we'll be giving it back to you within the time frame that is in our terms and agreements. All right. Okay, thanks, Miss Irons. So this one is from Shanice Robinson. She's saying that you said the deadline is November 30th. Is that the deadline for first deposit or the entire deposit? For the remainder for the program. So it's the cutoff for the program itself. All right. So once that date hits, there's nothing else we can do for you, especially if we've reached our quota. Okay. All right. And once again, there is another question unrelated to work and travel, but we get this all the time. Any H2B jobs for new persons? All right. So tomorrow morning, you can call us at 1-876-960-0833, and we'll talk about that. All right. All right. Okay, and when is the early bird deadline as well as the cost? It ends tomorrow. 15% of whatever tier that you've chosen. So visit the website now before midnight to see if any of the tiers that you're gonna choose or any of the package, and you pay the 15% before the 31st rolls in. Well, I think we covered most of the questions. If anybody wants to put in a last question. Is there a cost to book the terms and conditions consultation? No. I think I see one where do we get a refund if we're denied the visa? Well, we said that you see this terms and conditions consultation. It's very important. It touches on most of the questions that you're asking. So ensure you do it when you have to do your terms and conditions if you want to go on a program with us. Right. But just to note, we don't hold on to your money. If you have money here and you're not proceeding with our programs, you may request your refund. When the time frame passes, you get it back.
All right, guys. So you have heard it from the team with all the questions that you guys had. So we're gonna play this video for you to hear this a testimonial from one of our clients who is currently overseas in South Carolina. She was relocated. So she's gonna share her experience with you about the program, like what it takes before she departed.
Well, I heard about Isats Jamaica from a friend, and of course I did my own research, and then I decided to, move forward with Isats. Of course, I'm going to talk about the fact that they are the most affordable company when I started doing my research and making my comparison. So of course that was the main reason for deciding to move forward with it in the first place. A step-by-step process of the administration
administrative process is that for me, I must say it's very easy. It was very easy. I mean, it was tedious because I'm a first timer, but it became easy because there was always someone that you could call, ask questions. I decided to sign up. I paid my fee, did a screening test, right? Screening, and then after I passed the screening, I moved on to the next phase of the whole process. And for me, even though it was a bit tedious at times, because there was always somebody to call on and ask questions, it became not so much of a frustration for me after a while. I would recommend the Isats because for me personally, I believe apart from going on this program to experience something that I've never experienced before, I found friends and family. To be honest with you, the feeling I get when I talk about Isats and how they were always there for me in the process, especially for our first time, that is one of the reasons because I'm big on customer service. I've worked in customer service for a very long time. So it's natural for me to wherever I go, whatever business I do, I look for somewhere or someone that is going to give me the best customer service. So with Isats, I would recommend them just for that. The customer service alone, let's take out the fact that they are affordable and talk about the customer service. I could always call, even if I call 20 times. On the 20th call, someone will be there and someone will answer whatever questions I have, whatever concerns, and then I always leave the line feeling less stressed. So that's one of the main reasons I would recommend Isats. Yes, and where I'm currently placed is Sandusky, Hawaii, and the program I'm currently on is the Summer Work and Travel program. Thank you, Isaac.
All right, guys. So you have heard it from Shanice Duffus, who's actually a participant currently on the Work and Travel program. So, people, you have heard it. We have told you, well, educate you guys about the process, what it takes to apply for the program. So, first, schedule your TNC. It's no cost to schedule your TNC, right? So, go to the website, go to the contact page, and click schedule an appointment, and select TNC consultation, right? Uh, the TNC consultation is done on specific days, so you can schedule your appointment on the day that you are available and the time, right? You will then do your terms and your TNC with the respective staff, and they will like educate about the program, different policies, refund policies. So at ISAS Jamaica, we're a little bit different from the typical agencies that you may know. So we educate you about the program policies, how much would you get in refund, the refund timeline. So we're very transparent at first before we allow you to partake in the program, right? So schedule at TNC and learn about our policies, right? That's a binding agreement between both of us, you the participant and also us the agency, right? When that is done, you'll get all the instructions. Go to the website and then submit your application, right? Again, the nature of this program, you might have lots of persons from UE applying at this time. You have persons from across Jamaica at accredited institutions that are currently applying, right? Because you're looking forward to participate in the program every single year. And again, all agencies work with a quota, just like ISAS Jamaica, we work with a quota which is the maximum participants that we can accommodate per year, right? And once we reach that maximum amount of participant that we can accommodate per year, we can't go surpass that because it's only unfair for you if we accept you when we can only accept 30 people, for example, and you're the 31st um or the 31st applicant. It's unfair because you're not going to get a DS form, which is you're not going to get a J1 visa, right? So guys, just apply for the program and reap all the benefits. We have two sponsors that we work with. We're one of the cheapest agencies right now in Jamaica. We support you while you're overseas. So of course, there's ongoing support for all participants in the program. We support you from start to finish, just like how we reach out to these two participants and ask them like to share their experiences, be honest with your experience, etc. So we will do monthly updates. The sponsor does monthly updates, and also the agency, which is us, Isats Jamaica. We're here to help you with all your documentation, all your interviews with the employers. We help you from start to finish, right? Accommodation. You don't have to worry about accommodation. We assist with that. That's already sorted out on our end and also the partner end. So we ensure that there is a prearranged accommodation that is suitable for living for students to participate in the program, right? Second job, we can guide you on how to apply for second job, right? So again, guys, the first step to take is basically just scheduling a TNC appointment and to get started with the process. We will have many of these broadcasts. Um, the next upcoming broadcast might be an exclusive one for persons who are registered. It will be in the workshop format, so it will not be open to all persons viewing now. So if you have any questions or concerns, again, guys, you can reach out to us via telephone. Go to our website and look at the contact us page and search for all the answer the questions that you may have, and you can ask us any question that you may have via telephone, email, live chat through yeah, we have live chat. You can always send a message. We will respond to the message. Email, give us a call and start the process. All right. So I think we answered most of the questions that I'm looking at right now. Our office is currently closed, people. It will be open tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. So you can always um, call us at that time, 9:30 to 5 p.m. And we will be happy to talk with you about your program and also to discuss how we can basically participate in this program. All right, guys. For everyone who was viewing us live, I'm going to welcome back the team to the stream for them to just say goodbye to you guys, and we'll show a video at the end. All right, so there you go. That's Miss Irons who will do all the streaming, and we have Miss Crooks here. Um, we have Miss Hyman here who does all payments and collect all ISATs bags. And we have Miss Webster who was the moderator. She actually left for the evening. So once more, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. We do appreciate it, and we're looking forward to working with you for the work and travel uh, program. So, guys, have a nice evening.